Alright, so we're basically at the halfway point of the summer anime season. It's time to see how Reddit is feeling about it. Now, I know I didn't do this for the spring season because there wasn't a post, unless I just missed it. Thankfully, this time there is one, but as you can see, it's a little different. Nah, it's pretty different. We'll see how this turns out. Their favorite anime, Makane, Monogatari, Dedere, Mayopan, and Spice and Wolf, blew their expectations. Makane, Days with My Stepsister, Love is Indivisible by Twins, and Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. They're disappointed by Tower of God's visual quality. Story, characters, and music all great though. Yeah, I didn't realize that about Tower of God until recently when I seen a clip from season 1. Very different. What the fuck happened? Is it a different studio or was there a budget cut? And Dead Demon, it's really unfortunate that nobody's talking about it. I know the manga is well received. I am hoping that it is a good adaptation because at some point I do want to binge it. Their favorite anime, Sengoku Yoko Part 2, greater than the rest. But I can't sort the rest either because I'm generally enjoying everything else I picked up. I don't even have a least favorite. Blew their expectations, all of them, I guess. I mean, I more or less expected Sengoku Yoko Part 2 to come swooping in and take the first place spot considering I love the first part so much. It was tied with Frieren as my second favorite winter 2024 anime, only topped by my love of mecha via Braveren. But I picked up a good number of non-sequels this season, mostly on win for all of them. Stuff like, oh, the Maho Ako poster looks really cute. What? Oh, I Parry Everything's trailer had a sword demo in it. Neat. Oh, Gintama had me in the mood for samurai shows all year, so I might as well watch the Elusive Samurai. Just to name a few, and have been completely surprised at how well I've been enjoying all of them. Usually I have a clear least favorite whenever I pick up several, but that just didn't happen this time. Okay, interesting. I did watch the first part of Sengoku Yoko. It was okay. I will say I have not bothered to watch the second part. Don't really have any interest. I'm not gonna say too much because if you've been on my channel before, you've seen some of my videos, specifically the anime that I freed myself from series. Sengoku Yoko is making it into that video next year. Alya has been the best overall. Makane has been a surprise, but it's A1, so I'm not really surprised. Oshi No Ko has not been as good as I thought. I don't know, it's focusing too much on Abiko and theater/manga, although the recent episodes have been better. Near Auto Tomato has blown me away. Even though I already know the story, the character development has been amazing. I disagree with the Oshi No Ko statement. I feel like this season has been stronger and a lot more consistent than the first season. Not saying that the first season wasn't good, but I think we've been introduced to more interesting characters. Things have been getting darker, so it's making it more interesting. And it's been nice getting some of these characters' backstory. Favorite: VTuber legend, magical girl and evil lieutenant, and Alya hides her feelings in Russian. Blue expectations, too many losing heroines, and Days with My Stepsister. Disappointed by No Hate, Slime season 3. Not to say I hate the yapping, but sure they could have adapted it better. Right now it's just a novel with pictures. And Love is Indivisible by Twins. Can't get into it. And Dear Friend, shit marketing team greater than writing team. Makane, genuinely fun teenage drama. SHOSHIMIN, jury's still out but gorgeously produced. Stepsister, this one is such a vibe and I'm 100% here for it. There are so few shows these days that devote multiple minutes to pretty looking musical segments, which do nothing to drive the narrative forward, but do everything to make you feel a certain way. MAYONAKA Punch, the brightly colored shenanigans was already a winner for me, but then the emotional gut punch in episode 4 caught us all unaware and elevated the show to something that could be really special. Pseudo Harem, Rin is the best girl of the season, that's all that needs to be said. Wistoria, nothing groundbreaking about the story yet, but my god, is it so well animated and so much fun to watch. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction, I'm a huge fan of the manga and so far it's been an absolute treat to see it getting such good treatment as an anime. Shoutouts also to VTuber, Alya, Makane, SHOSHIMIN, and Magical Girl, which are all also really good. This season is so damn stacked with great shows. I expect Monogatari to be great too, but I'm waiting until the end of the season so I can gorge on it in a single weekend. This season for me is carried by sequels, second chords in the form of Oshi No Ko Season 2, My Hero Academia, and Spice and Wolf. In terms of new shows, I'm not really into teen rom-coms, so stuff like Alya or Makane weren't of interest to me. The two new shows I'm watching, Shikanoko and Cheer for You, have had their moments, but haven't left a strong impression on me so far. Pseudo Harem and 2.5 Dimensional Seduction are easily my favorite romances so far, but MAYONAKA Punch is probably my favorite anime this season. VTuber Legends sort of went above my expectations. My dear friend Nokotan is somehow the one I look forward to the most though. I love unhinged anime. Yeah, MAYONAKA Punch is definitely a hidden gem of this season. Very different, very unique from your traditional anime. I say definitely give it a chance, it might surprise you. Favorites: the evil lieutenant and the magical girl, No Longer Allowed in Another World, Alya, and Pseudo Harem are the ones I'm I'm liking the most. Blew my expectations, Alya. The characters are far more interesting than I was expecting from what I was sure would be a run-of-the-mill trashy rom-com. And the backstories had me way more invested than the romance parts. Also, Yuki is a delight. Disappointment, my dear friend. I didn't go into it expecting another Nichijou, but I still couldn't get into his humor, and I didn't like a single character, so I dropped it after the 3rd episode. I love silly comedy, but this one wasn't for me. I find the memes funnier than the actual show. What I look forward to the most each week is Sensei's suicidal Riz. And Yuki being a chaotic little gremlin. Favorites so far: Makine, Alya, Pseudo Harem, 2.5 Dimensional Seduction, VTuber Legend, and Oshi No Ko are all shows I really look forward to episode to episode. Surprises: Makine definitely ended up being the biggest surprise to me. High level of production quality, well written story, fun characters. This might end up being my favorite of the season. Disappointments: maybe Nokotan. I was hoping it'd be more consistently funny and chaotic, but sometimes it slows down at the cost of comedy in places. It's still good, but maybe could use a quicker pace for some of the comedy, especially when a joke isn't landing. VTuber Legend is shaping up to be a modern comedy classic for being actually funny. The show literally got me to start watching VTubers, so it cannot be my favorite of the season. It's just so well directed with a very charming main character, great chemistry between the cast members, and genuinely funny comedy. My other two favorites are MAYONAKA Punch and SHOSHIMIN. Random thoughts: Makine looks fucking amazing and has great characters too. Senpai to Otokonoko makes my heart fuzzy. Super likable trio, queer love triangle. It has drama, but so far is very light. Cheer for You looks stylish and terribly unique, but the writing of the story isn't captivating me much. Pseudo Harem is so fucking cute, it should be illegal. The couple has crazy chemistry that feels so natural. Oshi No Ko season 2, hot take: I like this season more than season 1, which I obviously liked. Now that's all the Reddit comments, but how are y'all feeling about the anime from this season? Well, at the time of recording this, I made 2 polls last week. The first poll, I asked, what is the best new anime of the summer season? The 4 anime that I picked were Alya, the Elusive Samurai, No Longer Allowed in Another World, and Makine. You're probably thinking it's gonna be Alya or Makine. Well, out of 138 votes, 56% voted for No Longer Allowed in Another World, which is honestly surprising since I haven't seen anybody really talk about this anime. The second poll, I asked, what is the most disappointing new summer anime? The 4 anime that I picked: Suicide Squad ISEKAI, Pseudo Harem, SHOSHIMIN, and I Parry Everything. Now you're probably want, nah, it's obvious. Come on, we know it's Suicide ISEKAI. Quad? What the f? We know it's Suicide ISEKAI. Yes, Suicide ISEKAI. Yo, that sounds Also, I definitely should have put My Dear Friend, but it just completely slipped my mind because there was 2 comments that both said that My Dear Friend was their most disappointing anime. Alright, so what do I think about the anime from this season? But instead of just giving my plain old thoughts on the anime that I'm watching, I'm only giving myself 30 seconds to do it. If I mess up, I mess up, and if I'm talking mid-sentence and it hits 30 seconds, on to the next. SHOSHIMIN, this one was kind of a letdown. It's what I expected, solving mysteries, but not fucking bullshit, mundane, trivial tasks. I thought it was gonna be more supernatural, maybe aliens, but no, it's just, yo, how did he get this hot cocoa in these cups without wasting another cup? Who ate this pastry that was filled with hot sauce? Why did he take my bike? Oh, it's to go to driving school. You know, dumb stuff like that. Like, I don't understand. Cheer for You, I thought this was gonna be more competition based, you know, actually about cheerleading, but it seems like things happening within the characters' lives. You have one of the main characters being very upset because a music store that she grew up with was closing down. The way they went about it was kind of annoying. Then you have this other main character that just be parkouring for no goddamn reason. And now it just seems like they're going around just cheering people on. It's a YouTube channel thing. It's kind of all over the place. It's not really cohesive. It's not bad, but you know, it's like artistically it's beautiful. Tower God season 2, don't really have much to say. It's been solid. Been enjoying it for the most part. I do wish it was a little faster paced and the fights would be a little bit better or have gotten better, or you know, they were more interesting. So far they've been decent. You know, what we've seen so far, it barely has, I wouldn't really call the fights that we've gotten actual fights. Hopefully by the end of the season, or maybe before the end of the season, Ben reunites with his friends. Wistoria, dope fights, beautiful animation, interesting characters, but where's the plot? When does the story actually start? All we know is, you know, get to the top of the tower, become a manga vendor, get reunite with, what's her name? I forgot her name, Elizabeth. My wife has no emotion. This has been a decent watch, you know, a decent romance, has some cute moments. The only problem I have with it is the MC. I wish he didn't get so embarrassed or flustered or shy by so easily for certain things that his wife does. I understand treating her like a human and being respectful, but if it was the other Mina, the one that looks like an actual human, that would be more understandable. I also wish she had more experiences with relationships instead of just having one and just giving up for some reason. Why does nobody remember me? I don't know why I'm watching this and continuing to watch it. You know, very generic. I honestly cannot tell you why, and I don't understand myself. Oshi No Ko season 2, been really enjoying this. Somehow the art and animation has gotten even better. Like I already said, I think this season is better than the first. I am curious as to what's gonna happen after the play is over and how this season is gonna end. Ossan Newbie Adventurer, this is one of the ones that I look forward to watching each week. A very generic fantasy, but it's been such a fun watch. I've been really enjoying this one, like all the characters, and it has some funny moments. I don't know, it's just so entertaining. If you're not watching this, give it a chance. Days with My Stepsister, obviously the title is kind of misleading, but it's been a very serious and mature story. It's been very slow. There's also a lot of awkward moments. Regardless of the title, definitely not for everybody. I am curious as to what's gonna really happen. I don't see them really getting together. I feel like it's just more just weird feelings with this new marriage. So by the end of it, I don't think they'll get together. I could be wrong. MAYONAKA Punch, another one has been really fun to watch. Very different from everything that's airing this season. I only have one little problem with it, and that's Misaki. I wish we've gotten the backstory as to why she fell out with her friends, you know, what happened, so I can sympathize with her. Because as of right now, she's kind of annoying to me at times. You know, she's very blind and obsessed with, you know, trying to make videos, grow the channel. Outside of that, like all the characters, and I've been really enjoying it. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction, pretty much my dress up darling, just more lighthearted. Feel like the etchiness is about the same. Honestly, I feel like the romance could kind of go anywhere. It's somewhat of a harem. There's still characters that haven't been introduced, but I've been enjoying it. It's been good. Failure Frame, another one I don't know why I'm watching and continuing to watch. Very questionable CGI. Even though this is a revenge story, surprisingly he's not blinded by it. He's not blinded by rage. I guess I'm somewhat interested to see what's gonna happen when he comes across his classmates and the angel or the goddess. You know, it's not terrible, I guess. Pseudo Harem, this was such a letdown. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it, this shit sucks. Such a good concept, very poor execution. Just felt like a lot of random moments and interactions with the two main characters. Felt very episodic. The first episode, I felt like I was missing some context. I feel like I was just thrown into it. Was I missing an episode? Sure, it's cute, but it's just the same thing over and over. The Elusive Samurai, surprised this hasn't been talked about as much. The art style and animation has been phenomenal. There is the questionable CGI and the comedy. I think the comedy can be a little too weird and odd and quirky at times. It can be a little over the top. Definitely needs to be toned down. I also do wish that there was going to be a bigger time skip, because it's kind of hard to believe that these kids can defeat these grown-ass men. ATRI, I'm conflicted on this one. On the one hand, it's been solid. It has been interesting to see them live in this world with how things are. I do get the sense there's going to be some sad moments, some wholesome moments, but on the other hand, there's been this weird subtle hint of romance between the MC and ATRI, and I'm really hoping it doesn't go down that path, because fuck no, please don't be weird.
Meanwhile,
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
My dear friend, what a letdown. You know, at first I wasn't sure what the problem was I had with this anime, but now I realized it. It's the cast. They suck. They're uninteresting. They're not particularly funny, and low-key, they're all the same. I think the only good thing I could say about this anime was at the beginning it had its moments, and the art and animation was pretty good. Suicide Squad Isekai, sure, it was somewhat disappointing since it's a creator ReZero and Wistoria, but I don't think it was that bad. I enjoyed it for what it was. It had some fun moments. I think the voice actors did a good job of playing these DC characters. They didn't hold back on the brutality of these characters, and I think the ending was solid. It had an interesting twist. No longer allowed in another world. Honestly, did not expect this to be as good as it has been. Been really enjoying this one. Like all the characters, especially the MC, aka Daizai. I know this is gonna be crazy to say, but it's a good thing he's suicidal, because he's not afraid of death, and since he's not afraid of death, he doesn't give a fuck. Even though this may seem like a generic isekai fantasy, I feel like it's different enough because of his powers and because he doesn't give a damn about what's going on in this world. I also find it very funny how they just drag him around in this coffin all willy-nilly, especially by the priestess. Honestly, she's ready to do anything for him at the drop of a dime. But yeah, this has been another fun watch. Very interested to see where things are gonna go. The Café Terrace and his goddesses. Honestly, I think this is one of the best romance harems we gotten in a long time. Hayato isn't a pussy. 3 of the girls are very aggressive and let him know early on that they have feelings for him, so it's gonna be interesting to see who he ends up with. But I really like this anime. It has a nice balance of its comedic moments, its horny moments, its wholesome moments, and its serious moments. I also enjoyed the first half of this season with the other Café. Definitely need her a part of this harem because she's freaky. Dicky.
隼人君って真面目な人かと思ってたけど、夜はそういう感じ？だったらそう言ってよ。私も参加するから。
She's on time. Alya hides her feelings in Russian. Didn't really expect to enjoy this. I thought the romance was gonna be pretty annoying, but honestly to me this is more of a slice of life comedy with a tinge of romance. Hopefully soon they focus on the romance and actually progress it. You know, I gotta say it, Yuki carries this show on her back. It has been solid, but it would be nice to see other characters step up and be entertaining or as interesting as her. And the last anime, Senpai is Otokonoko. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I might make a separate video for this anime, but I've been really enjoying this anime. It's good. For me, I think it's top 3, top 5 this season. You know, even though this anime's theme is a very sensitive topic, somehow this anime is able to keep it, you know, kind of lighthearted and not be as heavy, not feel like depressed and just like, ah, damn. It has some comedic moments, some wholesome moments, and its serious moments. I don't know how it balances it so well. Also, Makoto's as a W. I like how it's not the stereotype where it's the other way around. Yeah, I wonder where things are gonna go. Oh yeah, I hope that the people that watch my videos and that's watching this video isn't one of the losers that left negative comments on this anime. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe. Share with whoever you think might enjoy my content. Other than that, I'm out.